Dear learners, I welcome you in this video where you will learn about the theory of production and production function. After watching this video, you will be able to explain the meaning of production, you will be able to explain the concept of factors of production, and you will be able to understand the theory of production and production function. A business manager has to take some important decisions regarding the major issues of the organization. And some of the issues are how to produce and how much to produce. For finding out the answer to these questions, theory of production can help a business manager in finding appropriate solution for these two questions. Achieving optimum efficiency in production and minimizing cost for a given production is one of the prime concerns of the business managers. In fact, the very survival of a firm in a competitive market depends on their ability to produce at a competitive cost. Production theory deals with the quantitative relationship between inputs and output. So, when we talk about inputs, especially we consider the relationship between labor and capital with that of the outputs. In the effort to minimize the cost of production, the fundamental questions that managers are faced with are: how can production be optimized with given resources? How does output respond to change in quantity of inputs? How does technology matter in reducing the cost of production? How can the least cost combination of inputs be achieved? And given the technology, what happens to the rate of return when more plants are added to the firm? And the answer to these questions, we study theory of production. So let us first understand the meaning of production. Production is the process of converting the inputs into output. As we know that we have human wants, and to satisfy those human wants, we need some physical goods or services. Some of the goods are provided by the nature, whereas other goods which we buy from the market are to be produced. And to produce these goods and services, we need producers. So, output in this case will be physical goods or services which are produced by some producers using certain inputs. So, we can say production process is the process of transforming these inputs into output. So, inputs can be men, money, material, method, and machinery, and output would be physical goods or services. And production is the process of converting these inputs into output. There are four major factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So, we have understood that production is the process of transforming the inputs into output, especially in the manufacturing industry. But production process may take variety of forms, such as transporting a product from one place to another is also production. For example, sand dealer transfers sand from the river site to the construction site, that is also production. Similarly, fisherman who is transferring the fish from the ocean to the marketplace, that is also production. Wholesale, retail, packaging, assembling are also production activities. And it is also the case with intangibles, where services of lawyers, doctors, and teachers is also known as production. Here, services are also considered as production because we are using some intangible inputs and transforming those inputs into the output. So, a input is simply anything which a firm or an organization buys for the use in its production or other processes, and an output is any good or service that comes out of the production process. There can be many inputs for production, but in economics, These are classified as labor, capital, raw material, land, and entrepreneurship. Technology and time are also treated as inputs in the modern concept of production. Inputs or factors of production can be categorized into fixed inputs and variable inputs. So let us understand the difference between fixed input and variable input. A fixed input or fixed factor is one supply of which is inelastic in the short run. A fixed factor is one which remains fixed for a certain level of output, whereas variable input or variable factor is one that changes with the change in output, which varies with the change in output. In the long run, all inputs are variable. In the short run, supply of certain factors like capital may be fixed, may be inelastic. Whereas in the long run, a producer can arrange capital also, so it will become a variable input or variable factor. Now, let us understand the difference between short run and long run. Short run refers to a period of time in which the supply of certain inputs is fixed or is inelastic. For example, plant, building, and machinery. That means it is that time period where a producer cannot arrange a bigger plant, a new building, or a new plant and machinery. In the short run, production of a commodity can be increased by increasing the variable inputs like labor and raw material. Whereas in the long run, supply of all inputs is elastic. That means all inputs are variable in nature. The producer can arrange a bigger plant, a new plant and machinery, or maybe a new building for the production process. So, to increase the production, both the factors which are labor and capital can be increased for higher production. The next concept is production function. Production function represents the quantitative relationship between inputs and output, and it is represented as Q, which is quantity, is the function of LD, L, K, M, T, and small t, which stands for land and building, labor, capital, raw material, technology, and time. Any change in these variables will change the quantity or will change the output. So production function represents the quantitative relationship between inputs and output. There are large number of factors which may affect the output of the organization, but for the sake of convenience and simplicity, economists have reduced the number of variables. So we will take the production function as Q is the function of labor and capital, other factors remaining constant. In the short run, the firm can increase production by increasing the labor. Supply of capital is fixed in the short run. So production function for the short run will become Q is the function of labor where capital is constant. So to change the output, the producer can increase the labor. In the long run, however, the firm can employ more of both labor and capital because supply of capital in the long run become elastic. So production function will be given as Q is the function of labor and capital, and to increase the production, producer can increase both labor and capital. In this video, you have understood what is production, what are the factors of production, what are inputs, what are outputs, definition of short run and long run, and production function. Let us check what we have understood with the help of some multiple choice questions. And the question number 1 is, the prime concern of the business manager in the area of production is A. Achieving optimum efficiency in production, B. Minimizing cost of a given production, C. Both of the above. D. None of the above. And the right answer is C. Both of the above. Production theory deals with the quantitative relationships between A. Inputs and output, B. Input and cost, C. Output and cost, D. Cost and revenue. And the right answer is A. Inputs and output. Which of the following are the inputs in the process of production? A. Land and building, B. Labor and capital, C. Raw material and technology, D. All of the above. And the right answer is D. All of the above. Supply of which of the following factor is fixed in the short run? A. Labor, B. Capital, C. Both labor and capital, D. Neither labor nor capital. And the right answer is B. Capital. Thank you for watching this video.